What if I told you that some of the strangest off-road vehicles on Earth don't even steer like normal vehicles, and some can actually float? Now imagine a skeletal buggy outrunning a supercar on dirt. It is crazy. Or a massive mechanical beast crawling through deep mud, snow, and open water. These machines may look completely absurd. However, every bizarre design exists for a reason: to conquer terrain that ordinary vehicles simply cannot survive. Today, we are counting down 10 of the strangest off-road vehicles that actually work. Listen closely, stay with me until the very end. Because our number one machine is a massive 8x8 beast that can move in ways no ordinary truck ever could. Absolutely mind-blowing. Number 10. The aerial nomad. When you look back at off-road history, vehicles have traditionally relied on heavy steel plates and massive footprints to survive the wilderness. But the British engineering team at Ariel decided to completely rewrite those rules. A bold move. They stripped away the doors, the roof, and the luxury, leaving behind a pure driving exoskeleton. Underneath this skeletal steel frame sits a high-revving four-cylinder engine that completely redefines lightweight performance. It is a machine born for those who demand an absolute raw connection with the dirt. Visually, the Nomad looks like a high-tech dune buggy from a science fiction movie. Because it weighs just over 1,400 pounds, the power-to-weight ratio is absolutely staggering. Let that sink in. When you press the pedal, this skeletal machine can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. That is literal supercar acceleration on loose gravel. Drivers use it to conquer winding forest trails and open deserts, experiencing a terrifying but exhilarating level of speed that traditional 4x4 trucks simply cannot match. One of the most fascinating anecdotes about the Nomad is how it earned its reputation among elite track racers who wanted to bring their tarmac skills into the mud. It is often described as a sports car that got lost in the woods and decided to stay. Quite the story. Driving it is 100% pure adrenaline, leaving you covered in dust and grinning from ear to ear. However, if you think this lightweight skeleton is wild, wait until you see a machine with the heavy-duty muscle of a Baja brawler. Number 9. The Local Motors Rally Fighter. Born in the United States, this machine holds a very unique place in modern automotive history as the world's first production vehicle, designed entirely through crowdsourcing. A global community of gearheads voted on every single component to bring this beast to life. Truly remarkable. Underneath its sleek fiberglass skin lies a monstrous heart, a General Motors-sourced LS3 V8 engine. This massive power plant pushes out a naturally aspirated 430 horsepower, sending pure American muscle directly to the rear wheels. Visually, the Rally Fighter looks like a classic muscle car coupe that drank way too much high-octane fuel and hit the gym. It features an incredibly aggressive stance and a staggering 20 inches of suspension travel, an impressive feat. Drivers use this street-legal Baja racer to fly over the Mojave Desert dunes at triple-digit speeds, while the chassis absorbs the brutal impacts. It takes the elegance of a sports car and combines it with the indestructible nature of a trophy truck, making it perfect for high-speed off-road racing and desert cruising. The most famous anecdote about the Rally Fighters is its blockbuster appearance in the Transformers movie franchise, which cemented its status as a pop culture icon. Very cool indeed. Despite its fame, production was extremely limited, making it a rare sight on the road today. It remains a testament to what a passionate community of car enthusiasts can build. But what happens when you trade raw V8 desert speed for a machine that climbs jagged rocks like a mechanical insect? The next vehicle completely redefines how we conquer steep slopes. Number 8. The Swincar E-Spider. Moving away from raw horsepower, we travel to France to explore a brilliant piece of modern engineering that relies on gravity and articulation. This fully electric four-wheel drive machine features an independent pendulum suspension system that must be seen to be believed. It is truly unique. Each of the four wheels has its own dedicated electric hub motor and is mounted to a mechanical leg. These legs move completely independently of the others, allowing the vehicle to continuously adapt to the most extreme and uneven surfaces imaginable. Visually, you would think this machine is a giant mechanical spider, gracefully crawling across the wilderness. As the vehicle traverses extreme inclines, deep ruts, or steep side hills, the wheels contort and reach out to maintain traction. Meanwhile, the driver's seat, suspended in the center like a pendulum, stays perfectly upright and level. Brilliant design. Farmers, agricultural inspectors, and off-road enthusiasts use it to conquer terrain that would cause a traditional 4x4 truck to instantly roll over. And it does so while emitting zero emissions and moving in almost complete eerie silence. A fascinating detail about the Swin car is that it was designed by a French architect who applied architectural balance principles to automotive engineering. It proves that sometimes outsmarting a mountain requires finesse rather than brute force. The E-Spider is a masterclass in slow, calculated climbing. French engineering conquered the dry slopes with this electric insect, but what about the deep swamps and flooded forests? Let's take a nostalgic trip back to a 1960s classic, the vehicle that brought amphibious adventures to the backyards of everyday American families. Number 7. The Alice Chalmers Terra Tiger. Let's slow it down and step back in time. If you grew up in the late 1960s or 70s, you likely remember the explosion of six-wheel amphibious all-terrain vehicles. Right at the forefront of that golden era was this legendary machine introduced in 1968. By modern standards, its specifications seem almost comical. It was powered by a tiny 10-horsepower two-stroke engine. However, back in those days, that small power plant was an absolute ticket to boundless childhood adventure and ultimate freedom. It is essentially a brightly colored fiberglass tub, resting on 6 oversized ultra-low pressure balloon tires. It did not even have a traditional suspension system. Instead, it relied entirely on those squishy tires to absorb the bumps of the trail. You steered it using a set of sticks, braking the wheels on one side to skid steer through the mud. It became a beloved recreational tool for families, hunters, and explorers who wanted a simple, lightweight machine to conquer local trails, small creeks, and muddy fields on the weekends. The best part of the Terra Tiger was its amphibious trick, truly amazing. If you drove it straight into a pond, the aggressive treads on the tires acted like little paddle wheels, slowly propelling you across the water. It was not fast, and it certainly was not quiet. But it delivered a pure, unfiltered slice of mechanical nostalgia that modern machines struggle to replicate. The Terra Tiger gave us a wonderful taste of amphibious fun, but the next 8x8 machine turned water traversal into a serious, heavy-duty professional science. Number 6. The Argo 8x8 Centaur. While the old six-wheelers were mostly built for backyard recreation and family fun, the Canadian-built Argo Centaur was engineered for serious, heavy-duty utility. This modern behemoth took the amphibious concept and scaled it up for industrial applications. Powered by a robust liquid-cooled engine, the Centaur utilizes a heavy-duty dual differential transmission to provide genuine 8-wheel drive. This means every single one of those aggressive, custom-designed tires is constantly clawing at the earth, ensuring maximum traction in the most unforgiving environments on the planet. Looking at the Centaur, it resembles a small, rugged tank without the heavy armor. It is the vehicle you call when the paved roads disappear and the terrain turns into a nightmare of deep mud, heavy snow, and flooded marshlands. Just like its recreational ancestors, the Centaur swims. The specialized tire treads act as propellers in the water, allowing it to navigate flooded disaster zones where normal trucks sink and boats get beached. It has become an essential tool for professional search and rescue teams and utility workers worldwide. One incredible application of the Centaur is its widespread use by scientific exploration teams in the deep Canadian wilderness where reliability is a matter of life and death. High stakes indeed. Before we dive into the top 5, if you are enjoying this deep dive into classic and extreme mechanical engineering, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Clearly, modern amphibious capability is undeniably impressive. But our next vehicle proves that this floating concept was actually perfected in the brutal and demanding fires of World War II. Number 5. The Volkswagen Schwimmwagen. Let's step respectfully into the pages of history. During World War II, the demand for versatile military transport pushed mechanical engineering to its absolute limits. The result was the Volkswagen Type 166, designed by the legendary Ferdinand Porsche. This machine holds the incredible title of being the most mass-produced amphibious car in human history, with over 15,000 units rolling off the assembly lines. A massive feat. It is powered by a highly reliable air-cooled 1.1-liter flat-4 engine mounted in the rear. The name literally translates to swimming car, and visually, Porsche essentially built a watertight steel bathtub, attached a four-wheel drive system, and bolted on some wheels. When soldiers approached a deep river, they did not need to wait for engineers to build a bridge. They simply drove directly into the water, reached to the back panel, and manually lowered a mechanical screw propeller down to engage with the engine's crankshaft. In a matter of seconds, this rugged little military transport vehicle transformed into a fully functional motorized patrol boat. Anecdotes from veterans often highlight how this bizarre vehicle saved countless lives by allowing rapid escapes across unbridged rivers. It was remarkably slow, barely hitting 50 miles per hour on land and maybe 6 miles per hour in the water, but its bulletproof reliability makes it a legendary piece of automotive history. Highly sought after by modern collectors, it commands massive auction prices today. Very surprising. From a slow World War II survivor, let's fast forward to the absolute fastest amphibious passenger car on the modern American highway. Number 4. The Watercar Panther. Born in the sunny state of California, this machine was built with one specific goal in mind: to be the ultimate recreational hybrid between a highway cruiser and a high-speed speedboat. Under the hood sits a rear-mounted Honda V6 engine that has been heavily modified to produce a very respectable 250 horsepower. On the road, it drives remarkably like a normal sport utility vehicle, easily hitting highway speeds of over 60 miles per hour without feeling unstable or overly heavy. At a quick glance, the Panther looks like a slightly stretched custom Jeep CJ8 Scrambler. But if you look closer, you will notice that the chassis is not made of steel. It is actually a custom fiberglass hull, completely filled with closed-cell styrofoam to ensure it never sinks. Very safe. The true magic happens at the local boat ramp. You drive straight into the water, shift the custom transfer case to engage the proprietary water jet propulsion system, and pull a lever to hydraulically retract the wheels upward. In under 15 seconds, you transition from driving on the asphalt to skimming across the surface of the lake at over 40 miles per hour. Owners of the Panther often joke that it is the only vehicle that can beat a sports car to the lake and then beat a boat across it. So much fun. Water fun is undeniably great. But now it is time to leave the peaceful lakes behind and enter the terrifying realm of pure heavy-duty, earth-crushing power. The next vehicle is a literal mechanical colossus. Number 3. The Tatra 8x8 Kolos. If you want to talk about raw, unadulterated mechanical strength, you must talk about this heavy-duty Czech juggernaut. Officially known as the Tatra 813, it earned the nickname Kolos, which translates directly to Colossus. Introduced in the late 1960s, it is powered by a massive 17.6-liter air-cooled V12 diesel engine. This enormous power plant was specifically designed to deliver unstoppable low-end torque, allowing the truck to haul massive artillery and lay pontoon bridges during the Cold War. What makes the Tatra legendary is its visually distinctive and mechanically brilliant tubular backbone chassis concept. The entire drivetrain is enclosed inside a massive central steel tube, protecting critical components from mud, jagged rocks, and battlefield damage. Attached to this central backbone are independent swinging half-axles. This unique setup allows all 8 wheels to articulate completely independently, keeping the massive steel frame perfectly stable while the wheels reach down deep into muddy trenches. The Kolos doesn't bounce over difficult obstacles. It simply crushes them under its immense weight. Absolutely brutal. A famous piece of military lore about the Kolos is its ability to easily tow broken-down main battle tanks out of the mud, a feat very few trucks could accomplish. Today, surplus models are highly prized in European truck trial competitions, where they effortlessly navigate impossible terrain that would destroy modern civilian trucks. Pulling heavy military tanks through the mud is certainly impressive. But what if you could just buy a high-speed luxury super tank for yourself? Our next vehicle turns post-apocalyptic fantasies into a very expensive reality. Number 2. The Ripsaw EV2. Most traditional tracked vehicles are slow, incredibly loud, and extremely uncomfortable to ride in. The Howe brothers, operating out of a small fabrication shop in Maine, decided to forever change that stereotype, a true evolution. What started as a wild custom garage project quickly evolved into an extreme luxury super tank that redefines what a tracked vehicle can do. It is powered by a heavily tuned Duramax V8 diesel engine that produces an absolutely mind-bending output of over 600 screaming horsepower. Visually, the Ripsaw looks like a stealth fighter jet that was bolted onto a set of heavy-duty tank tracks. Inside, you are not sitting on cold, uncomfortable steel benches. The cabin is an enclosed aerospace-grade aluminum sanctuary featuring gull-wing doors, premium leather racing seats, touchscreen navigation, and full climate control. Instead of using 2 clumsy levers, you steer it with a standard steering wheel. Drivers use it to drift on frozen lakes, catch major air over sand dunes, and reach terrifying speeds of over 60 miles per hour. Just unbelievable. The Ripsaw gained massive mainstream popularity after being featured in major Hollywood action films, showcasing its ability to outrun even off-road trucks while wearing heavy tracks. It is often described as the ultimate billionaire's post-apocalyptic dream ride, offering extreme survival capabilities without sacrificing any modern luxury. But what could possibly top a luxury V8 super tank? Well, the time has finally come. Only a massive Siberian beast that can literally walk sideways like a crab can rightfully claim the number 1 spot on our ultimate list today. Number 1. The Avtoro Shaman 8x8. If you want to conquer the absolute harshest terrain on planet Earth, including the deep, unforgiving bogs and freezing tundra of Siberia, you need a machine that doesn't just fight nature, but works with it. Enter the Shaman. This is not just a truck. It is an absolute mechanical leviathan. Truly massive. It is powered by a highly reliable 3-liter turbo diesel engine. While it won't win any highway speed races, it provides the absolute, unstoppable momentum required to survive in the wild. Visually, it measures over 20 feet long and weighs nearly 5 tons, looking like a mobile fortress. Yet, thanks to 8 massive ultra-low-pressure tires, it treads lighter than even a human footprint. An incredible fact, these tires spread the vehicle's immense weight so efficiently that it can drive over delicate Siberian moss without tearing it up. In fact, the displacement of these giant air-filled tires is so incredibly great that this 5-ton monster actually floats, allowing the driver to slowly paddle their way across treacherous, half-frozen wilderness lakes. The most bizarre feature is its engineering witchcraft regarding steering. The driver sits in a single, centrally located captain's chair with a panoramic view. From there, they can engage active steering for all 8 wheels. In crab mode, the Shaman turns all 8 wheels in the exact same direction, allowing this massive truck to literally slide sideways to escape deep ravines. Top-tier engineering. It was designed to rescue stranded researchers in the Arctic, proving that when Mother Nature throws up a wall, Brilliant engineering will always find a way forward. These extreme machines represent the absolute peak of human ingenuity and mechanical survival. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these extreme off-roaders did you find the strangest? If you could have the keys to just one of them to keep in your garage, which would you choose? Did I miss a bizarre machine that deserves a spot? Let me know in the comments below. Excellent stuff. If you love this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Next week, we are exploring the most dangerous classic tractors ever built. See you then.